Hinduism is based on the 6 major orthodox Vedic philosophies. They are the Samkhya philosophy of sage Kapila, Yoga philosophy of sage Patanjali, Nyaya philosophy of sage Gautama, Vaisheshika philosophy of sage Kannada, Mimamsa philosophy of sage Jaimini, and Vedanta philosophy of sage Vedavyasa. These are the 6 orthodox Vedic philosophies in which Hinduism is based on. They all are based on the revelation of the Vedas, but they differ a little from one another. Among all these 6, Samkhya philosophy is the oldest and the most organized philosophy of the Hindus. It is founded by sage Kapila, or known as Kapila Muni. Kapila Muni taught his mother Devahuti the secrets of life, and this comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is taken as Kapilopadesa, or the Samkhya philosophy. According to Indian tradition, sage Kapila Muni is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He is considered as the father of Indian philosophy because he is the first one to interpret on the revelation of the Vedas. And Samkhya philosophy is known as the mother of all philosophies. Samkhya philosophy has great influence on Vedanta philosophy and Yoga philosophy. It is in Samkhya philosophy the theory of creation is very clearly explained. You can say that Yoga philosophy is the practical version of Samkhya philosophy. Samkhya, the word itself means the right discriminative knowledge. The Samkhya Yoga of Bhagavad Gita, that is the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, is different from the Samkhya philosophy of Kapila Muni. Samkhya Yoga tells about the non-dual Brahman and how it is different from Anatma. But Samkhya philosophy explains about the dualistic realism. According to Samkhya philosophy, there are 2 ultimate realistic entities. There are 2 entities, and these are the Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha, according to Samkhya philosophy, is the infinite individual centers of pure consciousness, and it is here it differs from Vedanta. According to Vedanta, the pure consciousness is non-dual. Vedanta does not accept the multiplicity in pure consciousness. According to Vedanta, the pure consciousness is non-dual. But Samkhya philosophy accepts multiplicity in pure consciousness. According to Samkhya philosophy, the Purushas are infinite in number. They are all-pervading, partless, attributeless, and they are non-contactual with the other Purusha, and so they are said as a Kevala, alone. And this implies that the Purusha in you is distinct from the Purusha in me. Why they come to this conclusion is, the spiritual experiences, the feelings, the emotions of you are different from me. And so they say the Purusha in you is different from the Purusha in me. There are distinct Purushas. And the Prakriti, it is the primordial matter. It is known as Pradhana. Purusha is the subject, and Prakriti is the objective, eternal, primordial matter. Even though Purusha is infinite, eternal, but it is non-active. Whereas Prakriti is active but non-sentient. Prakriti, according to Samkhya philosophy, has 3 gunas. That is the sattva, purity, intelligence, that is purity and intelligence. Rajoguna, that is activity, passion and pain. And tamoguna, inertia and ignorance. Prakriti has these 3 gunas. These three gunas were in equilibrium in the beginning, and at that stage Prakriti is known as Pradhana or Avyakta. By the proximity of the Purusha, the balance of these three gunas in Prakriti, it is lost. And now the Prakriti starts to evolve successively to its successive categories. And now Prakriti is known as Vyakta because it has started to manifest. The first evolute of Prakriti is Buddhi, that is the intellect. And other evolutes come out of this evolute, and there are successive evolutions. The first evolute of Prakriti is Buddhi, and from Buddhi the next evolute is Ahankara, that is the I sense, the sense of I, the individuality. From the Sattvic Ahankara, the five organs of knowledge and mind evolves out of Sattvic Ahankara. The five organs of action evolves out of Rajasika Ahankara. From the Tamasika Ahankara, the five subtle elements, or otherwise known as Tanmatras, they are the sound, touch, form, taste and smell. They evolve out of Tamasika Ahankara. And from these five subtle elements, or from these Tanmatras, the five gross elements evolve out of it. The five gross elements are space, air, fire, water and earth, that is matter. By this close proximity of Purusha and Prakriti, the Purusha falsely identifies itself as the insentient Prakriti. And the insentient Prakriti, which receives the reflection of the Purusha, falsely identifies itself as the sentient, intelligent Purusha. So by this close proximity and the mutual transfer of the reflection of its attributes, the Jiva undergoes multiple rebirths. It is famously said in Samkhya Philosophy, an example is given in Samkhya Philosophy for this, just like a lame man climbing on a blind man and they are walking together and they reach the destination. It's just like that. According to Samkhya Philosophy, the effect is not different from its cause. The effect is already in the cause. Just like how a big tree, its fruits, flowers, everything are already inside the seed. Only when the seed evolves, everything, the tree, branches, fruits, flowers, everything evolves out of that small seed. So what Samkhya Philosophy says is, the effect is not different from the cause. Purusha, due to its reflection in the Prakriti, that is on the subtle body, thinks that it is Prakriti and it evolutes. First, the Purusha has to know what it is not. Only then it will know what it is. By continuous study of truth, we will get wisdom. And by wisdom, the subtle body is dissolved. And so the reflection is gone. Only then Purusha will understand its real nature as a pure intelligent consciousness. So until then, the rebirth will go on. When Purusha realizes its real nature as pure consciousness, then that is the moksha or liberation in Samkhya Philosophy. So this is Samkhya Philosophy of Kapila Muni. It is explained, this philosophy is explained as the secrets of life to his mother, Devahuti. So that's Samkhya Philosophy. Thank you for watching.